Hey YouTube, what goes on? Welcome to Disavowed Action Figures, bringing you a special snowed in edition of Live at 7:05 at 7:30. Okay, so there's lots not jazzing up here tonight, right? It's not a Wednesday, it's not 7:05. It's a freaking Friday. Usually I'm over on IE with my good friend Dante Dark Jokers in. So here's the thing, we're taking a bit of a break at IE right now. Dante's, looking to do some updates. And I had plans tonight to go over to the GF's house and hang out with her and her family and Bruno, our little Chihuahua friend. And here's the thing, Mother Nature in Pennsylvania is a shrewd mistress. She's a son of a bitch. It is snowing like a son of a gun outside. I am basically snowed in here in Pennsylvania. I do have a four-wheel drive vehicle. However, I did get into that vehicle and drive down the hill and slide all the way down the hill in my vehicle. So said vehicle did not feel as if it wanted to go out of town. So here I am stuck in my town, stuck in the house. You know what? I figured I'm sitting there, I'm watching TV, and I'm like, let's open some freaking action figures. I got a stack of new stuff I bought that I either never got around to reviewing or just bought and wanted but never opened. So we're going to open them tonight. We're going to talk about toys. We're going to talk about toy news this week. It's been a busy 2 weeks for toy news for Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe Classified Collectors, among other lines as well. Holothon, Targetathon, whatever the hell it's called is going on right now. So tons of crap going on right now. So we're going to talk some toys, open some stuff, and basically see who's in the chat. And then we'll talk whatever we're talking about. We'll talk about the toy news. We'll talk about the figures I'm opening, whatever. James, a.k.a. Ratface, the G.I. Joe Classified Thriller here on YouTube. What's up, man? Great reviews as always. NJ Tree, Dan is in the house, loving those Turtles accessory packs. Greg's here. Who let me online? I snuck out. I got online. What's up, Greg? OK Figures is here. What's going on, buddy? Mama said Pop You Out is here. What's going on, man? How are you, sir? The best name in all of YouTube. Happy Friday to you too, sir. Nice to see you here on an uncharacteristic Disavowed live stream. There he is. My good friend Dark Joker's in. Me and the missus stopped in to say hi. Have a great night. Dante, it's a Friday, and I miss you, sir. I miss you tonight, I have to tell you. And again, I did have some plans. I actually was going to, put the open night to use. And, well, snow, okay, here in Pennsylvania. So, sir, looking forward to cutting up with you some more over on Instagram chat. And, of course, hopefully live again sometime soon, sir. But thank you for stopping by. And please tell the queen, the missus, the queen of the Infinity Equation podcast that I said hello, and I hope she's doing well. And I hope you guys are enjoying a good, restful evening. James says, what's up, Dante? OK Figure says, I changed my mind. This new pinless Spidey UK body is what I want in new Nick Fury. Dude, I will take any new Nick Fury. Any Nick Fury we can get, I'll take. Dante is able to pop in and out. Well, this about is snowed in. I'm stuck, man. I'm freaking stuck here. Holothon almost bankrupted me, dude. You know what? I don't do much. By the way, I'm gonna start opening this up. If you guys don't mind while we chat. I got a lot to open. I want to talk to everybody. So again, let's rip right into it here, and then we'll talk some toy news. I also apologize for being off camera, but this is the best way to go about it on opening stuff. And honestly, it takes a lot to get my ugly mug ready to be on the YouTube space on camera. And this is a very impromptu decision, so I just figured, screw it, hands on camera. But yeah, anyways, what were we saying here? Holothon, holy smokes. Yeah, Holothon is freaking insane. I'm glad I'm not a huge turtle collector. I did make one purchase. I did pick up, if you saw my most recent toy hunt, I did pick up the Nick Fury of the Turtle universe. Was it Dirk something or other? I honestly I never even remember the episode he was in. He's Nick Fury. He's literally Nick Fury in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoonish body. So I needed to get it when I saw it. It looked freaking cool as hell. So I did pick that 2-pack up along with Mona Lisa, I believe her name is. Again, no background there whatsoever. I did see Isagi Yojimbo. I did see the one that looks like a bobcat or whatever. It's called Bobcat. I can't remember off the top of my head. So I did see a lot of stuff this week. It's just that I'm not really in on it. I know Dan definitely dropping some Washington, some Benjamins, some Lincolns on some stuff, right, Dan? Glad to see you're getting stuff you like. Dirk Savage, there he is, Mutant Hunter. So I did watch the episode Friday, yesterday. When's Friday? Yeah, today. No, yesterday. I watched the episode yesterday on YouTube. I found it for free out of curiosity's sake. And yeah, I watched the whole episode. I don't recall it as a kid, but I watched it, and it was different than I expected. But I think I needed that. It's essentially a version of Nick Fury, which I really needed. Speaking of Nick Fury, you guys know my affinity for Jonathan Hickman's comic book writing. That's the major reason I wanted this. I think I actually may have asked Ryan Ting for this potentially. I can't recall, i.e. when he came on for Toys for Talks with us this past year. I do have the original, which I'll grab and I will compare. This is freaking cool as hell. The face sculpt is incredible. They have the freaking okay. So Jonathan Hickman. So I love Secret Warriors, as you know. It's my probably favorite all-time comic book. Wolfgang Baron von Strucker was the main antagonist in that series. Him and Nick Fury, just freaking amazing panels, just bringing back all the feels of reading that series for the first time. This thing looks freaking incredible. We needed a new one. I did buy. Is it Frozen? I did buy the old one because I just needed it in my collection. I never knew would we get this. I've had it for a few years now. By the way, this is pinless. They didn't advertise it as such, but it is a pinless figure. Hydra logo, looking pretty good. Here we have is it Satan's Claw, I believe it's called. This does pop off as well. I've watched some great reviews. Dan, who did a great review, which helped me out this a lot. But yeah, this is a great figure. I really needed this for my Hydra shelf, also to fight my Nick Fury. Let's put him up here. While we're doing that, let's take a look here in the chat. Trying to multitask as best I can here tonight, everybody. Saying hello to everybody that I can. Let's see here. Dante said, Greg, LOL, me and the wife out to eat. Oh, there we go. Hey, what's going on, Hank VP? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. Ratface says, I know all about hands on camera. That's right, man. Dirk Savage, there it is. Thank you, sir. The Mutant Hunter. Greg said she doesn't trust your cooking after you go 3D printing. The best name in all of YouTube says, I told myself I was going to pace myself, tried to be responsible, found all of it in one store, bought it all. Hey, you know what? If it's something you like and it's there, you grab it, right? AJ Tree says, Mom said, pop you out. It's worth it. Yeah, again, I know you guys are turtle guys. It totally makes sense. You see him, you got to grab him. I get it. Evil Monopoly guy. I love it. I love the little monocle. And it looks great because you can literally like look into the monocle and it makes the eye look bigger. So again, we're not doing like straight up reviews today. I'm just opening stuff and talking with everybody. Here is the original. If I can even get him to stand. He was very handy right here on my Nick Fury LMD shelf. So you can see the original wasn't bad. I mean, for what it was, it's okay. Let me see if I can grab him back on the spinner. By the way, it's a Disavowed live stream, so you know something's getting knocked over at some freaking point here. So again, the head was very small on this one. Again, old body, obviously, the weird legs. It did have toe articulation. People who didn't know this that are new to Marvel Legends, they used to do toe articulation all the time back in the day when it was Toy Biz, I think, right? But yeah, so again, here we also have the articulated hands, the joint right there on the hand on both sides. So again, this was a good figure for what it was. The head was very small, but again, you can see the articulation's lousy. The shoulders are weird. So, you know, again, it's not, this was by no means a perfect figure. So they knew they needed to make another one, which they did do. And they're slowly giving us more Hydra stuff, which I love. Obviously, we got Madam Viper or Lady, Madam Hydra or Viper, depending what you want to call her. Let's see if we can get these guys on camera. Also, we have Red Skull here as well. So again, really getting all of our figures in the Hydra, which I love. And on top of that, it seems like they're slowly working towards filling out some more of like that Nick Fury Secret Warriors era of figures. So I mean, if we get, you know, some more of the Secret Warriors figures like Quake, we got her this year. If we were to get some of them. Also, I think we're going to maybe get Secret Warriors somewhat depicted in the MCU, different than what they did at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So here we go. Here's Red Skull. It's a great figure from the Villains Wave. Our Madam Hydra or Viper, whatever you want to call her. And of course, our Wolfgang Baron von Strucker. So very fun stuff. Digging these figgies a whole heck of a lot. Chad, okay, figure says Satan Claw comes off. Yeah, that's a nice touch. Now, they didn't give us a hand, though. That's the only problem. They didn't give us a hand that's green that matches. I know Dan Hu and some other collectors and reviewers have tried using the Red Skull hand, but if you can kind of see, this is a much lighter green than this is here. So you could tell the difference, unfortunately. You could probably fudge it or paint it or something. It's nothing I do. I'm not something I think. But I'm definitely loving this figure. I really wanted to review this really badly. That's why I'm kind of giving it more time on air than I will for the other figures I'm going to open tonight, because I really wanted to do a review and a deep dive on Hydra and Secret Warrior, similar to what I did with some other figures in the past, like with Quake. But ultimately, I just figured tonight's night to open it. So definitely digging it. Greg says Monopoly guy doesn't have a monocle. Mandela. Oh, dude, Greg, don't get me going on Mandela effect, man. I fell down that rabbit hole hard a couple of years ago, and it messed me up. My brain was definitely all over the place. Hey, Lucas, what's going on, man? If I say that, I might get demonetized or something. I don't know if that's a thing or not, so probably not going to say that. He's so tiny. I know, right? Definitely difference in size. Greg says Pulse has a warehouse sale, 30 to 35, depending on membership, on basically everything that's in hand already. So as long as you spend 75, thank you, sir. Curtis is here. Fortnite motorboat, good boat for Copperhead. Don't know much about Fortnite, Curtis. So I hope that makes sense to everybody else. I apologize, I can't speak on it. Lucas says, "Damn, those three look good together." Yeah, man. And again, we also have the Hydra goons. We have the regular Hydra soldier. We have, was it Hank? Not Hank. That's Dan who was the funny Hydra guy that hung out with Deadpool? I can't think of it right now. That we had him a couple years ago. We got that special head in a pack. Greg said, "Disavowed. Would you want the big Hydra leaders on par with Madam Hydra?" Oh yeah, 100%. I would love if they see Greg. Now you're talking tea, buddy. Now you're talking my favorite stuff here. Yeah, if we got Kraken, I'd love to get a Jake Fury. I would love to get a freaking was it Da Vinci or Michelangelo? I mean, there were so many different weird like historical figures and people they brought into that series with Shield. It was just so good. Hey Patrick, there he is there. Hey Pat, it's time for a little drinky poo right here. Bob, thank you, Hank. That's it. Hank, I must have said Hank because I was thinking about your name, right? So again, I really like this figure. It came out great. I really feel I wish I would have done a review on him. But again, we're spending a little bit more time with him than I will the other figures I'm opening tonight, just because I was very pumped to get him in the collection. So let me tell you what, let me get these out of the way back here where they go, because I do want to quick get a Nick Fury up there and a Quake. So let me grab my Quake figure here. I also have Maria Hill sitting here. I'm not going to put her up there as well, just because of the fact that it's the same figure, just different head sculpt and different pieces and whatnot. But yeah, Secret Warriors with Nick Fury. And basically, if you don't know the Secret Warrior storyline, it was essentially Nick Fury finding out that all along S.H.I.E.L.D. Was under the control of Hydra. Yeah, and if you've heard that before, it's because it's from the freaking Captain America Winter Soldier movie. That idea was taken from Jonathan Hickman's Secret Warriors. It blew my mind in the comic. It blew my mind even more in the movie, even though I knew where they were going with it. But yeah, so Daisy Johnson, Quake, who you know from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, she essentially is this teenage. She actually looked like Angelina Jolie at the beginning in the comic book in Secret War, written by Brian Michael Bendis, another great read in Marvel Comics. But essentially, it turned into Fury going out and recruiting all these young, unknown superhero relatives, like their kids and stuff. He called them their Caterpillar Files, and it was just so good. So go read Secret Warriors. I say it all the time. It's really freaking good. It's really, really good. Muttley stole Alf's cat sandwich. He did. It's back there. Hey, I said accessory of the year right there, right? So I intend to have it on camera as much as I can this year. Love Alf as well. Just I don't want to put too many figures in the background. By the way, you like to switch out? I took Baroness out of there and put Elvira back there. I knew Patrick would appreciate that. So there he is sitting right back there. Jareth, what's going on? Dude, that Nick Fury looks sick. Yeah, this is the Giant Man Nick Fury. I am a sick person in the head, and since Nick Fury is my favorite figure, if you don't know Nick Fury well, then he does have LMDs, life model decoys of himself. So in the comics, he'd be everywhere, and it turned out that these are all these lifelike robots. The big thing from Shield Comics. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 that are opened. He's the only one that I have the jacket for. That was a special gift from the GF A Tizzle. She ordered it somewhere early on in my toy collecting because he looks good in that trench coat. And I have 1 I never opened. So I left 1 on card. And I bought all of these when they first came out. And I found 2 at a comic shop, very inexpensive, very cheap at the comic book shop that I picked up. But yeah, so I have a bunch of these. Now they're actually relatively valuable. I know I was talking earlier with OK Figures about doing a new Nick Fury body or a new Nick Fury figure. I'm okay with this one for now. I'd love a new buck, but I have a bunch because I'm a sick person. I'm sick in the head for sure. Lucas says, "Is that Toy Biz Gambit coat?" It is not, Lucas. As I was just saying, buddy, that was a third party, would you say? That was made just by a person who sold these jackets. It's like a pleather kind of material. So it's not a Marvel Legends jacket. It's just made for 6-inch style figures. Again, A Tizzle, maybe she jumps on at some point. She can tell us where she picked that up at. But again, absolutely loving this Baron von Strucker. Definitely needed it in my collection. Really happy that they did give that to us. Even though I had the past one, the old one, I definitely needed the new one. This will be much better for Fig photography. Obviously, the Hydra logo being on there. This guy didn't even have a Hydra logo on his chest or anything, if you look at it. In fact, I don't see a Hydra logo anywhere on him, which is weird. I never noticed that before. But yeah, definitely pumped to have him. He's cool. I'll tell you what, let's move on to the next figure we're going to open tonight, but let's leave these guys on camera. And just so they can compare to the side over here on the side. So again, I'm kind of going mobile here. I'm not sure how the audio is tonight, everybody. I was so impromptu tonight. I didn't even really check my equipment. I remembered I needed to wear earplugs when I do live stream on my phone because it's something weird with StreamYard. However, I only had one earplug charged, so I apologize. Let me know if you're getting any cracking, which is usually what happens on these live streams, or let me know if you are hearing any other nonsense. Again, I have one earplug in my left ear, fully charged. Everyone was dead for whatever reason. So anyway, toy news, everybody. Obviously, everybody talking about the Marvel Legends Spider-Man wave. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We'll talk about it a little bit as I open up our next figure right here, Bazooka from G.I. Joe Classified. So yeah, so what do we think about this non-retro carded stuff? I'm personally okay with it because it's not a retro card because they're using new artwork like you saw in the thumbnail I put up. And the other thing with it is we're not getting a Build-A-Figure piece. So I don't know if I like the idea of having a whole wave without a Build-A-Figure when it is not necessarily natural retro. I guess it's the Rose has the retro packaging, but the rest are like updated artwork just on that format of card. Personally, I wouldn't mind that moving forward as long as they don't abandon the Build-A-Figure idea, because I love Build-A-Figures. That's kind of the point of it to me, is to get those. Let's see here. Greg says audio and vid is good. Thanks, Greg. Good to know, man. Again, I was rocking the one earplug. I didn't know how it was going to go. Eric says, sounds good. Hey, G-Force is here. G-Force and Eric. How are you guys? All right, so let's get Bazooka open. Again, I bought this. I never buy anything just to review. I don't have the money to do that. I don't get enough views. I just review for fun. It's just another way to play with my toys. But I picked these up and I wanted them in my collection. But again, I was going to review them, never did. So I'm just kind of cracking them open tonight. So let's get Bazooka out of the packaging. I did end up picking up the majority of the Tiger Force. I'm not getting the Duke. I don't need another motorcycle. It's just unnecessary to me at this point. And on top of that as well, I just don't need another Duke either. But I did like the Bazooka. So here's the thing. I had Rakondo, Articulated Ninja, had sold me because of the hat. By the way, there's the background if you didn't see that. He sold me because of the hat. And I really wanted that freaking hat for Rakondo. But here's the thing. Bazooka completely dried up in my area. I've seen Bazooka next to nowhere. Really, honestly, at all. Maybe like one or two here and there. Rakondo is friggin' everywhere. My 4 local targets, Rakondo is stacked, like 2 pegs full almost. So I just literally thought to myself, I paid full price. And you guys know I like the long game things. If all the other G.I. Joe Classified, recent Python Patrol, and Tiger Force, like Outback, which we're opening him tonight too, if they all went to clearance, if there's that many of those Rakondos laying around, I think I got a good shot at getting that on clearance, whether I find it or a friend helps me out with it. Ooh, sorry, rookie mistake. So I took Rakondo back. I took them back. I said, you know what? There's so many of them out there. They're clogging pegs locally. I'd rather try to play a long game and see what I can do down the road with that. Man, a lot of missiles with this guy, whatever you want to call it, that goes inside the Bazooka. Sorry for the sound here. Oh, the freaking mustache on this guy. I'm loving it. Freddie Mercury vibes right there. All right, so let's get Bazooka. So Bazooka I hung on to, though, because like I said, I don't know if I'll find him anywhere else since he is pretty much dried up in my area. So happy to have him. I saw they just already showed the new one, with the actual orange shirt or whatever. I'm cool with this guy. I don't need the original. I'm happy having this in the collection for sure as it is. Plus, wow, those are freaking tight elbows. Holy shoot. I gotta be careful moving these around at a break. But yeah, so this guy is cool. He is not pinless. You can see the pins in the knees. I think over on IE, I made the comment that all G.I. Joe Classifieds were pinless. I was clearly talking out of my rear end on that one because they're not. But for some reason, I made that statement. I was corrected, and I did apologize for being wrong, but I'll do it again now. But yeah, he's cool. He's kind of a stockier figure. Again, the football jersey is cool. Obviously, we get all these freaking missiles. We can gear them up. We got the helmet to go on. I keep saying missiles, whatever the hell the payload or the damn stuff that goes inside the rockets. I guess rockets is the way to go. Is it a rocket that goes inside of a rocket launcher? I guess it makes sense, right? Instead of bazooka. So let's get him up here. I never claimed to be a weapons specialist, people, so feel free to make fun, but I just don't know a lot about him. It's like G.I. Joe's. So he came out really freaking great. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. New retro cards will not be gracing my wall. No, I agree. And Dan Hu said the same thing. You know, if I'm buying those, I'm buying them to open. I'm not buying them. Whereas the Spider-Man retros, I tend to have two of each sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Greg said Spidey Wave with such sparse accessories, if any, on new cards, and no bath is odd. How did the deco and unique sculpt cost? Yeah, there's definitely questions there for sure. I agree. Jason, how you doing, Jason? Are you collecting all? No, I am not a completionist. I never purchased the original Snake Eyes, the 00. I thought about it a couple times at conventions, so I kind of had an easy out when I decided not to be a completionist anymore. At the beginning, I kind of was doing it. I have most of the exclusives. Then I also did not pick up the Zartan. I passed on Zartan. So once I passed on a bunch of them, I said, you know what? I'm just picking up things that I just really remember from my childhood, which brings me to new G.I. Joe reviews and updates, or G.I. Joe news. Okay, low light, I am pumped. Like a lot of these Joes coming out, I don't recall having them as a kid. I may not recall even, seeing them in the cartoon, so the nostalgia button's not always there for me. I need and can't wait to have the freaking low light. For whatever reason, I really, in the back of my head, remember having him, specifically as a kid. I don't recall having all these figures. That is one where it really just in the back of my head, I recall having. So low light really got me excited. I probably will not pre-order it. I'll wait until I see it coming in stock somewhere. But as far as the idea of, again, having that thing, I'm pumped about it. It's gonna be freaking great. That figure is something I would want all day. Again, you can tell I'm putting it in his hand freaking backwards, right? That's how much of a weapons specialist I guess I am. It goes this way, I think, right? Because you have to put the finger in the damn trigger guard there. This is gonna look awful. I'm never gonna pretend to actually know what I'm talking about, guys. I'll tell you the whole time. All right, so this is not gonna be my best work right here. I'm trying to go through a little quicker with this guy. So G.I. Joe Classified. I'm pumped about low light. I also don't mind the prices that we saw popping up for some of these. I was really happy to see the price for scrap iron. I think it's only like 45 or something. It's essentially what they charged us for the crocodile for Crocmaster. So I thought that's a pretty good price. So again, I'm not going to pre-order any of those. I did pre-order the two women, the two female Cobra Valkyries, I guess they're called. They're pre-ordered through HasLab or Hasbro Pulse. So I'm pumped to get those, hopefully. Greg said Ben Reilly, Spidey, Daredevil, Elektra, and Jessica Drew look good. Jessica should really be on the new Widow body. Completely agree. For a suit, yeah. As far as the Marvel Legends go, I'm passing on the Spider-Man wave. There isn't anything there I feel like I'd necessarily need. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man collector. They got me a lot of these retro figures, but current modern day Spider-Man, I don't read it. The Elektra I like. Obviously, Elektra is not really a Spider-Man character. I have been reading Daredevil comics for the past probably 7 or 8 years. That was a great run with her as Daredevil. I really love Daredevil right now with what they're doing with Matt Murdock and her essentially running their own cult, I guess. If you don't read Daredevil, he recently fought the Punisher, who's kind of like been taken over by the Hand. It's very, very fun, interesting stuff. So I suggest checking it out for sure. Oh, who else we got talking over here? Let's see who we got in the chat. Sorry, guys, trying to kind of mix both of these here as best I can. Jessica needs a Venom Blast effect. I agree, that would be cool. Greg also said Rose looks good, but his suit jacket feels too long. Yeah, it doesn't look perfect. And again, I'll be honest, I don't know the Rose. I know Kingpin. I don't know the Rose. James says the boot shins are backwards. You turn them around. Okay, so those are the ones on him. I should turn those around. Greg said Disavowed had to get Tiger Force Bazooka, so he didn't have a Patriot jersey. Yes, exactly. Lucas said hide one of those Rakondos under the bottom shelf just in case they dry up. That's not a bad idea. Scott says, so with you, my area had 1 or 2 Bazooka figs, but I see dozens of Rakondos. Definitely long game. Yeah, and again, I get everybody's area is different with these stores. Sixpack says, what goes on here? Sixpacks, I think you're on a little vacation having a drinky food. Hope you're having fun, buddy. Greg says low light came into play in like 89. You saw him in during the Dragon Energy story. Yes, he was great. I also like the fact he comes with a gun case. I know we did have Really great guest on Infinity Equation last week, Gridiron Studios. Go check out his stuff. Had a gun case as well, which I'm sure is going to be a lot better than this one. But it's cool that we're getting stuff like that. Trans Aaron says, I didn't get any snow down here. Dude, it's crazy. They said everything south of 95 isn't really getting anything up here either. We're getting dumped on. We're getting whacked pretty good, sir. Hey, what's going on, Roger? Hi, everybody. Roger, I like that name, Roger Dodger. Six Packs says, I'm jumping ahead in the chat here. Everybody's here. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Lots of comments to go through. Thank you. Says, cheers to Trans Aaron. Hey, Ryan, how you doing, buddy? What's up, man? Greg said, Six Packs, you need to get an emergency care package Disavowed. He's snowed in. If I needed to get out, like I could as an emergency. I just don't like driving in really heavy snow, and we're getting whacked right now. So, hey, Tim, sorry I can't stay for the live. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. I really appreciate it. No worries at all, buddy. Thanks, Justin. Six Packs then also added, I escaped PA for St. Patrick's Day. Strategic reserves in play. That's right. There's always backups here, Six Pack. Hank says, what's up with the Ben Reilly Spider-Man head? It looks like it's about to explode. Yeah, a lot of people are down on that. NJ Tree says Justine is driving out to Poconos now. Yeah, they got it worse than us. Now, they got it earlier in the day. They got hit earlier today. Whereas here we're getting hit more in the evening. So maybe it cleared out up there, hopefully, for her sake. Hopefully she's all right. All right, so next figure we're going to crack open. We're going to stick with G.I. Joe here. I'm saving DC Multiverse Frankenstein for the end. I do have my Outback. Shout out to, again, Six Packs and Knickknacks. Grabbed it for $11. Thank you, sir. Much appreciate that you were able to get this on clearance for me because I was holding out. And this is an example where, like I said, Recondo, peg-warmed. I thought I would find Outback myself for $11 and it disappeared. I never got it. I don't know if it went to like a bargain store or they had just sold. I don't know, but they dried up fast, or I just missed the deal, or I just missed it where they, they clearanced it and collectors got on it before me. Wow, so many accessories with this Outback. Holy smokes. This is another one where I didn't want to pay full price for Outback because I probably want the one in the white shirt, the actual, correct version, or if you want to call it the regular version. But the head sculpt in this is so freaking amazing. A lot of people have said you can use it as like an old Captain America head, old man Hawkeye to an extent. You put glasses on him. There's lots of things you can do with this Outback. So again, Six Packs and Knickknacks, very good friend of the channel. Thank you, sir, for getting us to hook up with Outback. I'm just trying to be careful here. Sorry, I'm not going fast for everybody, but there's just so many little pieces with this guy. If you have him, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to lose it to the Carpet Monster, and I don't want to lose it to the Bruno Monster because Bruno will be here at some point this weekend, our little Chihuahua friend, and he loves finding anything on the floor, let alone little pieces of plastic to go with my action figure collection. So really trying to make that. Oh, there it goes. It's a mess. Look at this. What did I tell you? The rest of the show is going like this, guys. The rest of the show, I'm going to make you look at this so you get sick. You can tell I haven't done this in a long time. It's been a while since I went live like this. All right, I'm sorry, guys. There's a key mistake right there. That's one for the outtakes later on. Hopefully nobody just threw up when they saw that. But all right, I think we have almost everything out. No, there's still a magazine or something in here. Oh, like I said, everybody, so much stuff with this guy. And tape is definitely like my kryptonite. If you watch the channel, knocking the camera over and getting tape off of action figures is one of my hardest things for me to do. I think we got everything out. Let's get the main guy out of his box here. So here he is out of the packaging. And again, I know people have reviewed this. People already have had it for a while. It's gone to clearance, for God's sake. But it's awesome looking. I'm glad to have it. That head sculpt is freaking awesome. I can't wait to try to, see if I can pop this on some other Marvel Legends heads or just kind of mix and match a little bit. But this guy is definitely cool. For the price, again, the Six Packs found him for me. It was definitely well worth it to get it for that $11. So thanks again, buddy. So many accessories. I don't even know where to begin packing everything onto this guy. Let me know in the comments, can he hold or port everything? I thought I had heard he could hold everything. He could hold most of the stuff. I should say he could hold everything and port everything at once, but you can't just port things. He has to be holding things as well. So many accessories with him. I'll be honest, I'm not going to go through and put everything on him right now. It's going to take a little longer than I want to spend doing that. So I'll do that off camera later on. But these do look really great together. I'm pumped to have that in the collection. Thanks to Six Packs for hooking me up, buddy. If anybody's still here after I knock the camera over, let's see what goes on. He's not obnoxious every day. It's sickness. Excellent. Elvira just chilling in the back, just hanging out, right? Just having a little beverage, a little drinky poo. Greg says, you clearance hunters disgust me. Sorry, man. I'm loving the era I'm in. again, and I'm in a populated enough area. Lehigh Valley, if you don't know Pennsylvania, Allentown is I think the third or fourth biggest city in Pennsylvania, something like that. So it's not small, but it's not huge either. Um, but the thing is, there's four targets within like maybe 35, 40 minutes, like total. It's different directions. There, you can go to three targets in a row in under a half an hour. That puts it in perspective. So I'm very fortunate to have essentially four targets that are very close to each other. So I do get lucky, and being in an area, if they do put a lot of these out, I get fortunate enough that they do eventually go on clearance over time. Bazooka better watch out. Elvira's eyeing him. I wish Elvira was eyeing me, right? Oh man. And that NJ Tree says Outback, blooming onion. Oh, dude, I haven't had a blooming onion in a long time, man. I feel like just putting down a good 6,000 calories worth of one of those things. They're so good, though. Trans Aaron said, I just came from Target and Walmart. He was able to snag clearance price on Zombie Scarlet Witch. Nice. What'd you pay, Aaron? Was it 12 or was it 7? Because I know now they're down to like $6.99 or $7. As you know, I picked up a bunch of mine for 12. Lucas says I bought a second Outback yesterday just because I saw it. Yeah, $6.89 for that figure is a freaking great price, man. Greg said NJ Tree just tossing a Foster's Australian for beer. That Tiger Force Outback is awesome. Yeah, especially at that price. Thanks again, the 6-packs. Oh man, so many comments. Thanks, everybody. I am trying to get everybody up here as best I can, but it's jumping around on me. NJ Tree says GA Day. Greg says Outback people use for an there goes the snowplow outside. I can actually leave if I want to. Scott says still waiting on that Outback clearance. They're all gone here. Like I said, 6-packs really hooked me up with this because they were gone here quick. Still waiting on that. I have to say that. I'm sorry. Hello, Scott, by the way, if I didn't say hello already. Greg said A Tizzle would throw down Elvira. A Tizzle knows I like Elvira. Plus Elvira is like what, 70 years old now or something like that. So I'm sure she can still rock though. Trans Aaron says 12 for the clearance fix. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's about what they are here still. No Red Skulls. I think I saw one or two. I was hoping to help some friends out. Obviously, Dan, you mentioned it to you, but Red Skull dried up quickly before even hitting $12 around here. Hey, take care, Lucas. See you, buddy. Have a nice night, man. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, pal. Bastion, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, man? How are you, sir? What's going on, dude? All right, so let's get our final G.I. Joe of the night unboxed, and that is going to be this lad right here. So oddly enough, I mentioned earlier, remembering having figures as a kid. I know I specifically remember holding this in my hand as a kid. I'm still sick to my stomach. I don't know what happened to my G.I. Joes. It's like the one childhood toy collection that we can't find at my parents' house. All my Motus, a lot of my Turtles, all my old wrestling figures are all in great shape. The Turtles are gone. I don't know if I threw them away and don't remember doing it, as a young adult or what. But this is one I really wanted. Shout out to Pat for helping me out. I did find this, and now it's everywhere. But Pat found this very early on, so thank you, sir. This is another one where I think this might go on clearance in my area. If you watched my local toy hunts recently, these are like 6 per store right now for me, maybe even more than that. So if they get restocks in, these will definitely clearance, I think, down the road as well. Wouldn't mind army building these because I do have that, again, nostalgia feeling with these. So let me do this. Let's get all Outback stuff off of the side carefully and gingerly because I don't want to lose any of it. By the way, I freaking love the fact that he has the tape across the handgun there. It's really cool. That's one of the things that really attracted me to the accessories here. So that's kind of neat. I'm sure you already know that, but here's the tape across the bottom. Came out pretty cool looking. So let's open this guy up and we'll compare these Joes. Then we're going to open up the DC Multiverse Frankenstein figure, big mamma jamma that he is. And then we'll call it a night. So I'm only looking to go about an hour or so, and we're about 33 minutes in. So we talked about the new G.I. Joe Classifieds a little bit. Let me know in the comments, what are you most excited about? Did you pre-order anything for G.I. Joe Classified? They all look great. Snow Job looks cool. Ironically enough, I wish I had Snow Job right now to do some crappy figure photography out my front yard that I would not do a good job of, but I enjoy the hell out of doing it. But definitely cool releases from the Joes. Shipwreck looked great as far as the digital render. I don't think we saw the figure. I can't remember. I think it was just a digital render. Or no, we did. I think we did see the figure. I think they did show us the figure for Shipwreck. Yeah, they did, because I guess he has that headpiece with the hair and the hat. So yeah, Shipwreck I'll be picking up once I see him in stores. Look how tiny this is. It's a scope. Yeah, I'm definitely going to lose some of this stuff. That gun looks pretty warped, though, unfortunately. So, yeah, Classified. I love the announcements we got there. I'm pumped about where they're going. What else do we want to talk about tonight? We talked about the Spider-Man stuff. Anything else toy news wise you guys want to talk about? You know, are you still looking for Holothon stuff? If you are, what are you looking to pick up? I've seen the majority of the turtle stuff now. Needless to say, I've not seen that accessory pack because NJ Tree, if I did, I would have told you about that, even though I think you got some coming in the mail. So it's been a crazy few weeks between updates and toy news and figures hitting the shelves. I did finally see one of the Marvel Legends. Does that come off? Yeah, of course. That looks cool. I like that. I did see finally one of the Marvel Legends X-Men retros in store. It was the Wolverine. I haven't seen anybody else yet. You know, I already have Spiral and Longshot. Um, I might pick up some of those. I did not want the Wolverine, but I did like seeing it. I do hope I actually doubt. I also have Dark Phoenix here too, and I haven't even opened Dark Phoenix yet. Crap, that's another one I kind of slept on, right? So this guy, I just love the color scheme. So many freaking accessories with these guys. My God. Again, that was the big thing early on. I know a lot of us were mad about. You know, it was their property, their intellectual property, and they weren't giving us a lot of accessories. And now it's like, holy smokes, the amount of accessories we get with some of these. And I get that these are the exclusives, so they could probably do a little bit more with these or whatever. But yeah, they so much stuff. I just got to put these on the side here. I don't want to take a chance on mixing anything up, but definitely giving us a lot of stuff here. This came out cool looking right here. Check that out. There's the Cobra logo. If you can see that, that came out nicely as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a dedicated shelf on my cubicle thing here just with these. I do have some bats, and I obviously have some vipers and things as well that I opened already that are laying around somewhere. So again, this little sub line, I originally wasn't going to do it until I started getting them on clearance. And once I got them on clearance, of course, I was all in. I was all about it. So I really enjoyed it at that point. Let's see who we got going on the chat over here. Hey, Python Patrol. Ew. Bastion says, Mom learned real quick not to touch that box. Not after we lost Darth Vader figure case. Yeah, man, right? My parents were great. My parents literally kept my stuff pristine and gave it to me in like freaking Ziploc bags as I got back into toys. It's just those G.I. Joes, man. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm hoping I find them, but I think they're long gone. Is a snow job slang or something? It's slang for an action figure that we wish we had in the Northeast right now. Ryan says ordered all the new wave, and I can't wait for Walmart Con. Yeah, we have to get those new Crimson Guards from Walmart yet too. Yet they should be showing up in stores. James says, "What's up, Bastion?" Scott says, "Can't lie, definitely pre-ordered most of the new run of GI Joes. They do look great. They do look great. They really do." Hey, Jordan's here. What's up, Jordan? How you doing, man? Omega Weapon 13 is here with the new spelled name. That Python Patrol is the first to die. Can't hide away that color. You're not wrong, man. That's like the Alley Viper, right? I get that they're supposed to be like an urban unit, but like bright orange, right? Bright colors when it comes to actually applying them. I'm not sure how well it goes. Carson Toy and Hobby World. What's going on, man? How you doing, Carson Toy? Thanks for stopping by. I think it's the first time you've been here. Welcome to the show, buddy. Greg says Python Patrol where the puked upset and go. I just can't, you guys. All right, so loving these Joes. I got accessories everywhere. I'll be bagging these things up for friggin' days. But again, really pumped to have these in my collection. Thanks to Pat and Bruce for helping me out getting these on the price that I got them for. So we're going to try to put these back here on camera. We'll see if I can do something with it here, make it all work. It makes sense without bumping the camera again. I doubt we'll fit it all on here, though. We'll give it a shot. All right, so one more figure to open tonight. Then we're going to get the heck out of here. And that is going to be this big mamma jamma. I can't get the box on camera. Such a big mamma jamma. I can't get the box on camera. A wrapper. I didn't know it. This thing is friggin' huge. I can't even attempt to do it. This Frankenstein is ginormous. I'm not a big DC multiverse guy. I don't collect them all like Dante does, right? Just kidding. And but this thing is cool. They had it mispriced at Target down. I bought it the Sunday morning of ZoloCon. Check out my video from ZoloCon or Art G's video if you want to see his awesome hunt down there. So it's supposed to be, I think, $39.99, and I saw it for such at a Walmart. But Target, I scanned it, it came up 36. And then the front, it came up 39, but I got it for 36. So I picked this up just because it's a big mamma jamma, big piece of plastic. I do like Frankenstein. I have the neck of Frankenstein. You know, Frankenstein's a cool character. I don't have much of a background regarding this version of Frankenstein from the comics. I think he was in, was it Seven Soldiers of Victory? So I guess he was on a team. Um, it's just a cool Frankenstein figure. So I figured, what the hell? I don't think I've had any of these giant figures. I guess I had King Shark. Yeah, I have King Shark. Thanks again to Six Packs for finding him for me. But this just kind of just, I don't know, it did it for me. I thought it looked cool for the price I got it for. Looks great having nothing on the camera right now. I, of course, did not bring scissors. And, of course, he has all these friggin' twisty tie things that I forgot would be in here. So I honestly picked it up just because it looked cool. And in the long run, like when it comes to action figures of the year later on in the year, it's sometimes slim picking when it comes to deluxe figures for me. So if I like this enough, there's a possibility that at the end of 2023, which I can't believe I've been saying the end of 2023 already, I could potentially consider this as a deluxe figure for the year, being that it is a big beefy boy. So I can get it out of the packaging. Again, sorry for the plastic sounds. You know how it is when you're a toy collector, though. I think I have all the twisted ties off. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. Down the feet has a thing, too, here. Again, it's always great having nothing on camera besides the spinning base. Great television. All right. I got him out. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, though. So he is a big, beefy son of a gun. Ratchets, I think, in the knees. Okay. Wow. All right. So I didn't think about the fact that in the packaging, his knees were bent. So he's actually a heck of a lot bigger. I don't think I'm going to fit him on the rotating base, am I? No, I'm not. Holy cow. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Can we make this work? If he falls, everything goes down, by the way. Everything goes down if he falls. Okay, there we go. Maybe that worked just enough, right? This guy's freaking gigantic. Holy cow. All right, so for perspective purposes, here is a 6-inch G.I. Joe classified figure. Ha! Holy cow. Okay, so he's, again, the legs were bent in packaging, like posed. I didn't think about he'd be even bigger when he got him out of the plastic. He is insane. He comes with a sword over here. And again, if he goes down, the whole display goes down, which means if he goes down, we are essentially have a brand new setup next time I'm live at 7:05 because I am not going to be able to put it all back the way it's supposed to go. I can't really do much with this kind of articulation because of the size that he is. You see here. So elbows, let's see, shoulders. Let's do it this way here. Okay. So arms will go all the way up to about a T. See, rotation at the shoulder, of course. Head rotates a little bit. Seems a little bit tight. You do get some really great tilt, actually. It was being Frankenstein, that's a cool look. The bolts are actually up here as opposed to being on the sides of the head. So that's a bit of a change. I don't know how much you can do with a Frankenstein that's like, basically copyrighted or whatever. I don't know if it's in the, I guess it's public domain by now, but I don't know if certain versions are or not. Again, very tight joints on this guy. You do get the articulation for the boots, the toes. There is no boot cut. There probably could be and should be. You get a little bit here in the torso, not much going on. Again, kind of hard to review this guy. The jacket looks cool on him. That came out nice. Let me throw the sword in his hand real quick here on camera. See how that looks. He holds the sword well. The hands are not very flexible, the gripping hands, but once you get it in there, it's going to be tight, which is good to know. And again, elbow, all the joints are very tight. Like I have to use both hands right now to just be able to bend the elbows. So again, be careful with that. All right, there we go. So yeah, this is really freaking cool. I had a little bit of buyer's remorse till I opened it. Now that I opened this guy, I think he's freaking awesome. Again, I'm trying to make sure he doesn't fall over for obvious reasoning, and he might. I can feel he's getting ready to go down here. All right, so he came out cool. I think he'll stand now. Let's try it. I'm on like ready to pounce here and catch him. This is a cool action figure. So Toddy Mac, we give you a lot of slack on live streams. This guy's cool, and again for 36, I jumped on it. I think it's awesome. End of story. I like this figure. So, and he's a big friggin' mamma jamma. All right, so let's sorry with crooked. Everything's crooked. Oh, it's all over. Let's see what's going on in the comments. We'll get ready to get out of here for the night. Again, I just wanted to touch base. Everybody talk about those new Marvel Legends Spider-Mans. Talk about the new G.I. Joe Classified a little bit. Open all my stuff, and I got a bag of these accessories here. All right, let's back it up here and see who's all talking. Oh, so many comments, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight on this kind of impromptu live stream. Greg said Python Patrol were the puked up. I think I read that already. I'm sorry. Okay, Figure says, pretty sure the new Bucky cap goes up for pre-order next week. I don't think I needed the new Bucky cap. I love that iteration of Captain America when Bucky was him. I have the original Bucky cap sitting back behind me somewhere. I just don't think I need it on the new body. We'll see though. Bastion says, how many orange alley vipers, alley valleys have you walked down? Yeah, not the best color. Hey, Trevor's here. Trevor, what's going on, dude? 1-6 shooter in the house. Hey Tim, all rain here. Yeah, man, it's been hit or miss. Even in my area, if you go 45 minutes down to the Lehigh, closer to Lehigh Valley area, down further that direction, it's also mostly rain. But if you go 45 minutes the other way towards Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania, the gem of PA, Schuylkill County, they got pounded. So again, you get into the mountains here, they're getting hit pretty hard. But thanks for being here, Trevor, man. Always, guys, you all know Trevor already from everything he does, but check out Trevor 1-6 Shooter, amazing Mythic Legions photography. Site posted some of the new Cosmic Legions this week, which is very cool to see. Greg says, Mr. Legion Enabler himself. That's right. He is, man. He is good at what he does, getting us to buy stuff, dude. And that's incredible. Graffiti camo work better. Yes. Omega Weapon 13 says, these Joes are nice. Too bad I didn't grow up with Joes. Yeah. And again, it's the nostalgia click a lot, right? If it clicks with you with nostalgia, I see, why they pull people in as easily as they do. 6 packs. Here it is. Shark. Ooh, the shark. Disavowed, the acclaimed has scissors. Scissor me. For you AW fans out there. Train your share dog I have. Let's see. Scott says Frank looks awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, again, like I'm at the point where you guys know I played a long game on things. If it's something that I really want, and I'll keep reiterating this point, when these companies put out things that I really, really like, whether it's something that hits the nostalgia button, whether it's just something that's an awesome looking figure, whether it's, something that is from a newer comic book like that Elektra that's in Daredevil outfit, I'll pay full price. I'll pay more than full price. I'll pay to get it, from a CMD store or something, to make sure I get it when I want it. But again, I could do that because you played a long game on things you don't necessarily really need in your collection. Later on you can make that up in the back end. Sixpack says if he goes down, the whole neighborhood goes down. The grid is down. Sixpacks, the grid is down. Bastion says if anyone's interested, Albatross Customs does some awesome armpit work to allow arms to grab together. Greg says put a select Hulk head on him and bam, Gamma. That's a good idea. Gamma monster. Greg says Dante isn't on, so Disavowed could talk McFarlane. Dante is sad. He's not that again. Oh, I don't want to speak for Dante. Not on Toddy Mac, at least, right? Uncarded reviews. What's going on? Yeah, he's a freaking monster, man. He is. He really is. Hey, Chad. How you doing, Chad? What's up, man? Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Brian King is here. I'll have to watch the replay. Hey, if you do, man, that'd be awesome. If not, it's just me knocking stuff over. At one point, the camera went diagonal because I freaking bumped the camera because I haven't done something like this in a while live, or I actually had the hands on camera. So it's all good. But hey, everybody, I guess we'll get ready to get out of here. We've been on about 48 minutes. It's Friday night. I appreciate you all hanging out. I know you all have things to do. Again, typically we are on the Infinity Equation on a Friday, but we're taking a bit of a break for a while. Looking forward to when we eventually get back to do that again, but stay tuned on that one for now. As always, hopefully everybody has good luck on your toy hunts this upcoming week. Lots of new stuff is out there. There's obviously still some clearance that's out there. So hopefully you find what you're looking for on those pegs. If you're new here to the channel, we also have an Instagram page, disavowed_12, as you see in the back. Daily toy updates over there, along with some bad figure photography that I try to do. Today I posted a picture of the new Marvel Legends, the Orb, which I did do a review of. If you want to check that out. And of course, Figure Friday. That was today. So appreciate everybody being here. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free for you. It doesn't cost you anything. Helps out tremendously in the march to 4,000 subscribers. I think we're something like maybe 90 away right now from 4,000, from 4K on YouTube. So never expected to get that many people to actually care about the stuff I talk about. So help it out. Share the channel if you can. Let's try to get this to 4,000 and continue to build from there. Hit that bell for notifications. That way YouTube actually notifies you and tells you when we post new content here on the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. And for daily toy content and daily toy updates, as I said earlier, check us out over Instagram and Twitter at disavowed_12. Hey, everybody, if you're going toy hunting this weekend, please, first of all, drive safe if it's snowy. Try to remember the 3 Ps of the toy hunt. patience, persistence, most of all, politeness. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing all of you at the pegs. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you all being here.